Hello, welcome again. This is Thomas Allen Berg coming to you from beautiful downtown Waikiki. As you can see out my lanai there are the beautiful the mountains in the distance. And I am talking to you today on July 6, 2008. And I would like to discuss in depth two concepts. One, the concept in Abraham of vibrational escrow, and the other concept, which I find absolutely fascinating and extremely enervating and exciting when you really think about it, the idea of, well, let me read a little bit here from The Astonishing Power of Emotions, which I would highly recommend, because we are emotional vibrators, and we are vibrators, literally, and we're vibrating ourselves into whatever life experience that we step into next. So if we are vibrating based on some sad thoughts, we will move in the direction of sad worlds. Or if we're vibrating happy thoughts, we will vibrate in the direction of wherever those happy thoughts are going. But it's not us doing it, and this is what I like to talk about right today. This theory presented by the Abraham cluster, which I find to be in a new way right now, so exciting to me. Abraham says, when life causes you to ask, Source not only gives it, but becomes it. Now, if you just heard that, then you have found the key to the guidance within you, because these 2 points of vibrational relativity will help you always know whether or not you're on the same wavelength of that which is Source. And this is particularly important when you remember that what we just said, that your life caused you to want more. Life will always cause us to want more. That is okay. That doesn't mean you have to hate where you are right now, or disparage what you've already created. What it means is that life, being the fact that we are in an expanding universe of this mysterious life force, that no matter how comfortable we get, or no matter how good we make it, there's something in us, i.e. this life force, which will continually birth new dreams and new ideas by virtue of the fact that our now, what we have created right now, becomes what Abraham calls the contrast, or the set picture that we soon become first satisfied with and then comfortable in, and then we realize that we're too comfortable and it's time to manifest a new rocket ride to a new world, because each desire creates a rocket of desire, and each rocket of desire carries us to a new parallel world, a new parallel universe, in which, what Abraham says here, in which Source is already living the life that was inspired by the desire. Okay? Source, my source energy, my luminous light being, my real essence, your real essence as a spiritual being, is already living, they are already living in these parallel worlds. They are living our desires. So what I find so exciting, and what gives me so much hope on this beautiful day here in Polynesia, is that when we get in touch with the magnificence of our desires and the beauty of our desires, and reframe them in the vocabulary of Joseph Campbell, which Abraham loves and has quoted many, many times, of following our bliss, when we actually allow ourselves to, first of all, discover the threads of the bliss, to acknowledge, as I did, that my bliss would be in an area of the world where I could completely basically spend almost all of my time outdoors. So see those sliding glass doors there? That entire wall of my condo behind me, I can completely open up the entire wall, and at night I can sleep as if I am outside under a canopy of stars that shine down on me like diamonds in velvet. And I can literally awaken each morning to the caresses of the tropical trade winds and the joyous, joyous bird song from all of the trees, mostly banyan trees right below this Waikiki skyliner in which I live. I realized what my bliss was way before I became a match to my bliss. But the steps that I took were, first of all, I stopped being angry at where I was, which was the contrast. I had a very good life in San Francisco, very comfortable life being a teacher, first of all, and then an apartment manager living for free near Fisherman's Wharf. I had it really easy, and I had created a really good life, and I loved that life. But then what I got was that it had become a comfort zone that was no longer really all that comfortable, because I got in touch with this life force in me, this expanded, expansive, ever expanding fountain of desire, which is in the now. I mean, if you're really in the now and not in your head trying to convince yourself of something that's not true, trying to tell yourself stories like I should just sit here and just be what I am. If you're willing to get out of those stories and just feel yourself, you begin to realize that we are fountains of passion, and we are fountains of creativity. And when we allow these fountains of creativity to bubble up through us, movies are produced, and plays are written, and babies are born, and you move to new lands, and you have new adventures, and each now becomes a launching pad, in fact, a perfect launching pad for an even more wonderful now that comes in the next moment, which would have been the future, but when we get there, it's the now. Who's living there? And this is the point of this video, I would say. Abraham says very clearly, when you launch a desire, Source goes there and becomes your desire. Source stands there and pulsates your desire. Source is living your desire now. So there is a now that is this now, this moment and now, right now. And there is another parallel, probable, simultaneous now in which our cosmic super being, our God self that is unlimited, always boundless, and always unlimited, is already living our dream. Now this is something that's very exciting to me, because I have a dream, I have a number of dreams, and one of the dreams I'm working on right now is a dream with Michael Brewer, the wonderful filmmaker in Switzerland, to make a TV series in which two gay men go to the cultures of the world and in a humorous and loving way find the contribution in the vast cosmic scheme of things of these different diverse lifestyles which we all represent. Now I know that in a probable now future, Michael and Tom are already making this travel series. Now the question for me that I'm going to be pondering as I go over to the beach, which I'm going right now, is how best and how easy I can make a match between this now and the now where Michael and Tom are already making this wonderful TV series